Noisy Pixel.
I remember falling in love with Final Fantasy X as a young teenager, and then being confused when Final Fantasy X-2 wasn't exactly what I expected. However, as the years went by, I learned to love them both for different reasons. Now, both games have been remastered for the Nintendo Switch and Xbox One, and I had the opportunity to look at both versions of the game. Although they don't differ graphically, the Switch version offers the definitive way to bring this adventure on the go with you, but there were some systems missing that I wish were included. I'm Azara Lopez, and this is Noisy Pixel's review for Final Fantasy X, X-2 HD Remaster. Final Fantasy X opens with a group of tired travelers looking glum, when Tidus, an all-star Blitz player, begins to tell the story of how they ended up here. 1,000 years before, Tidus' fate had him sucked into an alternate universe after an anonymously known as Sin destroyed his home city and found him 1,000 years in the future. Following these events, Tidus encounters a group of people known as Guardians who are on a quest to acquire summons to defeat Sin. Tidus decides to join them in hopes that he can find a way back to his time and home. The game's story plays out similar to a Western drama where characters fall in love, evil emerges, and friendships are put to the test. Although there are low points, the game tells a fairly linear story full of character development and hard to swallow situations. The game offers no natural stopping points because I was always left wanting to see what would come next. It's tough to gauge what is absolutely wrong story-wise with Final Fantasy X because of how safe it plays it in terms of not really trying anything new. As far as battle goes, the battle system is turn-based and has a weight system where players can see how their activities affect the flow of battle. I actually liked this battle system as it includes a layer of understanding and strategy to it. Additionally, players can use Yuna to summon Aeons, which are giant creatures she gathers while on her pilgrimage. These Aeons add another level of strategy to battle systems as their skills and abilities are necessary for defeating strong bosses. Leveling up characters is also pretty unique in Final Fantasy X and has players use spheres to travel across a grid and attach nodes to improve their characters. This is an interesting system because it allows players to customize their characters how they see fit. With that said, it does require some grinding and it isn't the most intuitive leveling system out there. Final Fantasy X-2, on the other hand, shares assets and similar characters to Final Fantasy X, but it differs in many ways. Instead of being mostly linear like its predecessor, Final Fantasy X-2 allows players to travel the world of Spira and take on various missions as they hunt for spheres. Yuna is now a more capable adventurer, and with the help of Riku and newcomer Pain, the trio of girls sets out to learn more about a strange sphere they found which resembles their old pal Tidus. Jumping straight into Final Fantasy X-2 from Final Fantasy X is tough given that their tone is completely different. Where Final Fantasy X feels like a Western drama, Final Fantasy X-2 resembles a Japanese idol group adventure. Missions revolve around collecting spheres, the battle system isn't as straightforward this time around, and plays off the playfulness of the title. Characters equip items known as dress spheres, which not only change their appearance but also their skills and ability. The battle system itself is definitely the best part of Final Fantasy X-2 and really shows a step forward in terms of more action-focused flow of battle. It also can't be ignored how cute the girls look in these costumes, which is also a nice incentive to collect them all.
That's it?
Aside from the main story, Final Fantasy X-2 offers many side quests and optional bosses that can be encountered while exploring. Even though the game is a little more playful than Final Fantasy X, nothing beats getting to see the ending after 100% completion. Sadly, there's nothing different from the PlayStation 4 version of the game. This means that there aren't any options to speed up time or eliminate encounters. Strangely, the PC version is the only version that has these options, and with all the time Square Enix had between releases, an update to add the features to the console version would have been nice. Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy X-2 are both great games in their own unique ways. I found things to love about each of them and appreciated their additional story content that the HD Remaster version provided fans to tell the full story of Tidus and Yuna. Although I would have liked the option to skip cutscenes or speed up time, Final Fantasy X and X-2 HD Remaster held my attention for another time through, and I couldn't have asked for anything more. If you've been loyal to Xbox and Nintendo platforms over the years, then do yourself a favor and pick up the most accessible and beautiful JRPG of all time. Noisy Pixel is giving Final Fantasy X, X-2 HD Remastered a 9 out of 10. Thank you for watching. Please read the full review on noisypixel.net. Noisy Pixel is ran by a group of gamers who work hard to deliver news, reviews, previews, and more. Please subscribe to keep up with all our future content.
You
probably shouldn't laugh anymore.